All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for joining me on this first weight loss accountability morning motivation. Here's the thing, guys. This is going to be a little bit different than our Coach Nate podcast. So I just want to make sure that we differentiate the two shows. So thank you so much. Everyone, come on in. Come on in. Awesome seeing everyone come in here. I just put this up last night, so it's great to see, how many people are interested in this topic and interested in having some accountability. So again, remember, this is your stream, guys. This is the chance for you guys to ask questions. There's not a topic that I'm going to be talking about. We're saving the topics for the Coach Nate podcast. So if you have any questions on weight loss, on, fitness goals that you might be, shooting for, this is the time to ask your questions. We started right on October 1st. I would really like to, make it a goal for everyone to try to do their best to maintain consistency all the way until January 1st. The times when most people are starting is when we're already going to be on a roll, when we're already going to be, working towards our goal and already maybe have achieved our goal or at least have achieved some of it. And that's what I've been saying to all my clients as well, not just here online, but also offline as well. Now's the time to do it. We started back really in September, kind of hitting it hard, working towards our goals. We don't want to start in January. We want to start now. So if you have questions on weight loss, on putting on muscle, on body composition, so putting on muscle, losing body fat, now is the time to ask, guys. I probably want to do these check-ins and have our little bit of accountability, probably at least once or two times a week at least. I think even more would be better, but we'll see how it kind of takes off and how many people are interested in it. Our poll, thank you to everyone who ended up voting on that poll. Clearly there's a demand for it. There's tens of votes just on that post alone, and we saw that it was almost 80% of people who wanted some sort of type of accountability. I think doing it in the morning is important as well. It's a nice way to start our morning. At least it's morning here. I know, I just got a message from someone who's in Italy, so I know it's not going to be the morning there, but at least, we'll try to work around that as best we can. Maybe we'll have these at different times of the day, but morning tends to work best. Start our morning off right, start our morning on the right track, and then continue to go from there. But I've been up since 6 a.m. my time. It is now 7:13 a.m. Usually I like to get up around 5:30 if I can, and I'll do a workout sometime in between 5 and 7. So that's why I kind of like the morning. The morning's sort of my time to kind of get my mindset right, to kind of think about the day, to think about, what I want to achieve that day and how I want to achieve my goals as it pertains to health, as it pertains, a little bit of weight loss for myself, not a ton. Everyone has different goals, and that's why I'm kind of interested to hear your guys' goals as well. If you have weight loss goals or body composition is kind of what I'm shooting for. I'll let you guys know. Try to put on a little bit of muscle, try to put on a little, always want to lose a little bit of fat. I think everyone does, but, try to keep putting on a little bit of muscle. Stingray Man, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, but thank you so much. Glad to have you in here. But like I said, this is going to be your guys' stream. Salam, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Good morning. Hello. Kathleen, thank you. Hello from Trinidad and Tobago. Awesome having you in here, as always, Kathleen. Thank you, guys. It's great to have you in here on this first one. Like I said, I really didn't set a date or a time. It just kind of came up, I put that poll up, I think, on Wednesday. And, last night seemed to be the night, where we kind of figured out today was probably the best day to start off with our weight loss accountability streams. So I kind of want to hear, and I'm going to write these down, guys. I want to write them down. I want to hear what your guys' goals are for the next, 3 months. Good morning. Thank you, Salam. Thank you so much. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize if I'm not. But good morning to you. Thank you. But I would like to hear what your guys' goals are, because if we write them down now, we can always go back and look at them, or you can write them down yourself. But if we write down our goals now, we can look January 1st, give ourselves a good 3 months, good solid 12 weeks, even more. It's about 13, almost 14 weeks from now into the new year. And then we can go back, look, and then see how we did. If anyone has any weight loss questions, workout questions, there's a lot of people who are messaging me right now who are starting to get gym memberships or looking at gym memberships. Maybe it's post-COVID. I'm not sure, but I'm getting more and more of those. Also, I'm getting people who are just asking me for an at-home program. So if you have any questions in regards to building a program for yourself, again, it doesn't have to be the best program, or, a lot of people would like to make it really complicated. We want to keep it simple. We want to keep it simple yet effective. That's always the best thing. That's what I like to do with diets and nutrition as well. If we can keep it effective and keep it simple, something that you can keep, kind of keep going with and kind of keep shooting for, and keep consistent with, then that's going to work best for you. But I've been getting a lot of questions in regards to setting up a program. So if you have any program questions or anything like that, then this is your chance to ask, because I'll just tell you, it's 7:13 a.m. In the last 12 hours, I've made 4 programs for people. So I'm constantly making programs. It's what I do, like I told you guys. It's what I do for a daily basis. Today I'm working as well. I have clients coming in. I have potential clients coming in. So, I'm more than happy to help. And I've worked, with people. I won't mention any names or anything like that. But there's people who have come into the stream if you're in here enough, you may know who I've worked with on a one-on-one basis. And we've created a workout plan. We've created a diet plan. And it's worked out great. So this is your time to ask, guys. That's the point. Salam. Weight loss faster. Okay. So these are the types of questions that I like. All right, so you want to lose weight faster, I believe, is your question. All right, so if we're thinking about weight loss, the one thing right now I would always ask someone if they're wanting to lose weight faster. All right, how much do you want to lose? All right, is kind of the first question. All right, how much weight do you want to lose? And then what's your goal? All right, faster isn't always necessarily better. In fact, I think the slower we lose, the better, because one, you're not restricted on calories, so you're not having to eat. Say your maintenance level or your total daily energy expenditure level is 2,500 calories. You're not having to eat 1,500 calories. All right, or at least stay at 1,500 calories for a long time. Also, are you exercising? Because if you have some sort of exercise routine, say you're exercising 3 to 4 times a week, you're going to be burning extra calories that way as well. So it allows you to eat a little bit more, or to keep the calories, at 2,000. 2,000 is much more manageable than 1,500. 1,500 is very, very low. So is 2,000, to be honest. But it all comes down to this, and a lot of people, will always bring up hormones, hunger signaling, all these types of things. But at the end of the day, we need to be eating less calories, right, than our body needs to maintain weight. So our basal metabolic rate, all right, so that's kind of our starting point. What's your basal metabolic rate? Sometimes you'll hear it as BMR. So what's your BMR? And that's how many calories you burn. If you were just lying down all day, you weren't moving, right? How many calories does it take your body to, kind of continue, all right, to kind of keep going, right? Because through daily, bodily processes, bodily functions, you're going to be burning calories, right? And that would be to maintain your weight. But then you got to add in all the activity level, all the activities that you're doing. It's not like we're just lying down in bed, all right? Even breathing burns calories, all right? So you add that in there, and then you get your total daily energy expenditure. So if you want to lose weight faster, all right, you have to, either drop calories, all right? So eat less, all right, or exercise more, all right? It's kind of simple, all right? That's kind of the simple version of it. So if you want to lose weight faster, all right, we either have to restrict the diet a little bit more, where the calories come down, or we have to add in either more walks, more workouts, more swims, anything that's going to burn calories, all right, burn energy, all right? Because again, if your TDEE is 2,500 and you're eating at 2,500 calories, you are going to maintain weight. If you're eating at 2,000, that's a day, that's 1 pound of weight loss a week. All right, so if you want to lose faster than that, obviously you either got to work out more or you got to eat less than 2,000. My suggestion would be to work out, because then you get the workout benefits as well. Now, what I like to tell clients as well is, when it comes to weight loss, if your goal is weight loss, and I'd like to hear if there's other people's goals whose weight loss as well, right? Don't think about too fast, all right? How fast you want to lose weight, all right? Think about consistency. Last year, all right, so throughout this year, I've had 3 people that have lost more than 100 pounds, all right, that I've worked with, all right? 100 plus pounds, all right? So over 100 pounds. Those people did not do it in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, right? Not even 12 months. It was just over 12 months, all right? So it was over a year of consistent weight loss, all right? Dropping slowly, all right? It was not a fast process. It was a consistent program, all right? And consistent weight loss program. But they lost the 100 pounds, and it was just chipping away at that 100 pounds. It was like 1.5 here, 2 here, 1.5, 1.5. That adds up over time, right? But it wasn't like 5 pounds lost, 7 pounds lost every single week. It'd just be too fast. Probably no way they'd be able to maintain that. Cynthia, good morning to you. Happy Saturday as well. Great to see you here, Cynthia. Thank you so much again. Thank you so much to Salim for their question there, and thank you. I appreciate it, and thank you for everyone who's come in. Like I said, we don't usually do a Saturday stream. This is our Saturday check-in for people who have goals, weight loss goals, body composition goals, putting on muscle goals, whatever it is. All right, that's why I put, weight loss accountability, but, we have our goals here at the end as well. Everyone might have different goals, but thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming in. And thank you so much for the likes, guys. Like I said, I always see it at 10. It's like 10, 20, 30. I always tend to see it when it hits the next 10 there. So thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. But we got to think, as I was saying, if they're losing 100 pounds, all right, we don't shoot for 5 pounds a week, at least not with my clients, all right? It's very hard to maintain over a long period of time. Your calorie deficit is very, very low, right? Because you have to think, you have to lose 3,500 or burn 3,500 calories, or either, not intake those calories. But anyway, it takes a deficit of 3,500 calories to lose 1 pound. I mean, if you times that by 5, if there's any mathematicians in the chat, all right, you're getting at least, it's like what, 17,500, 17,000-ish, about 17 to 18,000 calories per week. You got to be in a deficit of every single week. That's very, very tough, guys. Very tough. If you can do even a 7,000, so 7,000 calorie deficit is 2 pounds, that's very tough for people to maintain. The 3,500 is hard enough. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. Gloria, good morning to you. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. Again, if you have any questions as well, please feel free to ask. But it's great to see you, Gloria. Thank you so much. But it's, like I said, it's a consistent process, guys. That's why our first little, for our accountability group here, our first little end goal, I would call it, our little mini goal, is January 1st. We have 3 months, literally, from this to this day. We have October 1st today. We're going to check in January 1st. All right, give ourselves time, all right, to start achieving some of those goals, whether it be weight loss, putting on muscle, just changing your diet, eating healthier. Give yourself time. It's the same thing for people who I work with that, and maybe you guys can relate, because it seems like a lot of people have this, but where you're snacking at nighttime or eating at nighttime, right? Whether it be chocolate, chips, whether having soda at night, sugar, right? If you're doing that 6 times a week, you do not want to drop from 6 to down to 0. Right? It's going to be very, very tough, right? Especially if they were doing it for 20 years, all right? Even longer, all right? If they're having chips every single night or, 5 times a night for 20 years, very, very tough for them to just drop it right down to 0. You want to kind of take one day away at a time, right? So one night away. But it's got to be consistent, guys. So I'd like to hear if people are comfortable, and I don't know, everyone has their own goals, but how much you want to lose. So Salam, if you want weight loss faster, how much do you want to lose? What is your end goal? All right, the goal that you're sort of shooting for, the goal that would make you happy. All right, because remember, guys, weight loss is a journey, and it sounds cliche, but it really is, because it does not happen overnight. Like I said, I had 3 people who lost over 100 pounds. For all 3 of them, it took over a year. All 3, it took over a year. No one lost faster. I mean, I created the program, so, I didn't want them losing that weight super fast, because then we know the faster that they lose it, the harder it is to maintain, right? Because we already know they would have to their diet would just be too low in calories, or they would just be living at the gym or living outside walking and kind of running, overtraining. You want to make it fun as well, and you want to make it something that you can maintain for the rest of their life. And I can say with confidence, and say this truthfully, they've been able to stay, in and about that same weight. 2 of them, the exact same weight, maybe even lost a little bit more. One has put on just a little bit because, I did not see them for 3 or 4 months. And over that time, they might have put on maybe 8 or 10 pounds. And we can burn that off really, really fast. Right? That's not an issue. All right. So they're in and about the same weight as well. So I'm happy to say that people that did lose weight, that now I'm continuing back. All right. Summers are very busy for me, so sometimes I have to restrict just how many people I'm seeing, unfortunately. But I wasn't able to see them. I guess it was about 3.5 months. 3 months, 3.5 months. They put on about 10 pounds. And we're already in the process of losing that. All right. But you make it easier on yourself. You don't want to lose the 100 pounds in, say 6 months. It's going to be very, very tough. You're welcome. I hope that helps, Salam. I hope that helped. Just be careful. Don't lose too fast. All right. Make the consistency part of your program. All right. I say 1 to 2 pounds a week. 2 pounds at max. And everyone will, every consultation, not really so much now, but when I first started, it's kind of slowed down now. Maybe the messaging has changed. Maybe people kind of understand a little bit more. But when I would tell people, your goal is going to be to lose 8 to 10 pounds this month, 10 being the max, all right? Maybe 8 would be the goal, all right? If I was setting it depends what their weight is, all right? But on average, it would be about 8 pounds. Some of them would just look at me and think that was so slow, where I'm thinking that's fast. Because you got to think, guys, 8 pounds. If you lost 8 pounds from now until our end of the mini goal in January 1st, you'll have lost 25 pounds. That is a lot. That is tremendous weight loss. 25 pounds. Can you imagine 3 months from now losing that amount of weight? That'd be an amazing accomplishment. People think it's so slow. Everyone wants, to achieve their goal yesterday. But if you lose 8 pounds in a month, for the next 3 months, like our goal is, that's 25 pounds that we have lost. I really want to start eating healthy. That's my goal. That's a great goal, Cynthia. It all starts there. Eating healthy, getting on a nutrition plan, we can call it. We can call it whatever it is. Diet, all right? Nutrition plan, all right? It's all the same thing. If we can start getting on a consistent, let's call it a diet, right? Every diet has kind of negative consultations, because now, just with the verbiage and how it's been used kind of in the media and in studies and all this type of stuff, and videos, even on YouTube, diet, we kind of correlate or think of eating a restricted diet that's making us lose weight. But diet, we're just talking about the foods that, make up our day-to-day sort of meals. So it's just what we're eating on a day-to-day basis. If your goal is to eat healthy, that's incredible, because if you're trying to eat healthy, one, if you wanting to lose weight or maintain weight, then you're going to be able to do it, all right, or at least give yourself a great chance of being able to do it. But also think of the health benefits, not just in itself losing weight or, achieving a weight that you're happy with, but, cardiovascular health, diabetes, things like that, other chronic diseases, brain health, right? Liver health, digestive health, all of those different things that can come from eating healthy, better sleep. The list goes on and on. So I think that's a really good goal, Cynthia. Wanting to just starting on, and I don't mean just saying that it's, not important, but keeping it simple, all right? Keeping it simple, keeping it realistic. Eating healthy, that's the goal. That's a tremendous goal. Trust me, that should probably be everyone's goal. It should be everyone's goal, because that's going to allow you, right, to one, like, have all the benefits that I just mentioned, but also, if you're trying to lose weight, of course, you have to be eating healthy. Plus, we want to get all our nutrients in. We want to get all our, important and essential vitamins and minerals in, our fiber, antioxidants, phytonutrients, all of those different things, guys. So if we can stick to a diet that works, we're good to go, all right? And if it's healthy, even better. I do lots of walking daily. Well, there you go. That's great, Cynthia. So if you're doing lots of walking, you're burning calories. I have in my recommended, I don't mention this a lot, maybe I should, all right? But if you look in the description, all right, so I have my recommended, I don't know if someone can tell me if the link works, that would be great. Because it works for me, but I haven't seen it really be working for anyone else this month. It worked I guess maybe more so in August, but throughout September, I don't know if the link has worked. But I have a couple of, well, not a couple, there's quite a few things that can help with your goals in the Amazon shop there. You'll see it just in a link in the description. It's right on top. But, I'm not saying you need this or anything like that, but I have it in there in that shop. Just a calorie counter, right? How many, or steps counter, sorry. When you're walking, how many steps are you getting in? Because remember, we want to try getting in around 10,000 steps per day if we can, right? That helps me to kind of calculate how many calories you're burning. So if you're doing this amount of steps in this amount of time, you can sort of figure out how many calories you're burning due to your pace. If there's hills, that's even better. But if you're doing lots of walking, right, let's say if you're getting your walking in daily, which is awesome, then you're burning calories, right? And burning calories can help you to lose weight or maintain a healthy weight, which is awesome. But then you're also getting all the cardiovascular health benefits, brain benefits. Exercise has so many benefits, and that's one of the reasons why I want to do this accountability stream as well. Yes, weight loss is important. Diet is very, very important. But as I told you guys over the last month when we started doing the Coach Nate show, I wanted to start emphasizing and start to talk a little bit more about exercise, because it's just so important. We see it really in any topic that I discuss, whether it be mood, whether it be diabetes, cardiovascular disease, anything like that. We always see recommended, all right, is exercise. Okay, and a lot of people really have no movement during the day. When I start meeting new clients, one question that I always ask them is, what does the last 6 months of movement, exercise, what does that look like for you? And for a lot of people, it's nothing. It's no routine, no walking, just work and then at home, or work and then taking the kids to hockey practice, taking it to hockey. Can you tell I'm from Canada? But taking the kids to practice, taking it to, if they have music lessons or anything like that. People are busy. So a lot of the times in those 6 months, there's no movement, no exercise or anything like that. And that's fine. Like I say, we live busy lives. But if you can get those steps in, if you can get the walking in, does it have to be daily? We want to shoot for 150 minutes a week to start. So it doesn't have to be daily, but if you're doing it daily, then you're already ahead of the game. I'm interested in how long you usually walk for, Cynthia, and how, if you know how far. But yeah, if you're getting your steps in, that's tremendous. It's a nice way to burn calories. It's not going to be the one thing that I like too, guys, and I would suggest this if you're trying to lose weight. If you are starting an exercise program, don't start off too fast. Keep it simple and try with, I think a good start is 2 to 3 times a week if you're just starting out, if you're brand new. And this is why I like doing consultations. Just one consultation can set you on a whole journey, can prepare you literally for this next year. Diet-wise, exercise-wise, making a program. I've had numerous consultations with individuals on this stream, and just setting that up. And people are so new, whether it be wanting to join the gym, right, but not knowing what to do, or being worried about the gym, not having a good program, not knowing how to split. What should I be working with? Should I be doing machines, this, that? I always get those questions. The important thing is that we just get in there and try. But doing these consultations, you let someone like myself do all the thinking for you. Just create the program for you. You follow the program, and then you hopefully get the results by that, and you should get the results. And a good portion of my clients, if they're sticking to the program, they will get results, which is amazing. So when I say stick to the program, guys, that's why I'm saying it's so important for all of us to make sure that we're staying accountable, make sure that we're continuing with what's going to get us our best results. All right, and that can be exercising, a mix of exercising, diet, sleep, getting good sleep. That last night I got an amazing sleep. All right, it was Friday night, sleep at 9. Okay, so it kind of comes down to what are your goals, right? And what are you willing to give up for your goals? All right, most people on a Friday night are not in bed before 9 p.m. But I wanted to wake up this morning. I had some work to do. I got to get a workout in at some point. I wanted to do this stream. I have some consultations that I have to do in a little bit. So it's kind of, what are the priorities here, guys? Right? Remember, we don't just want to lose weight, for the sake of weight loss. We're doing it for our overall health. All right. So if we really want to make it a priority and keep ourselves accountable, I would just keep coming in here, guys. Let me know what your goals are, and then we can talk about how we can achieve them. Right. Like I said, it's like a free consultation for you guys. Use it as best that you can. Ask your questions. Let me know how you're setting up your routines. Let me know what you're, how much you're trying to lose. If you're comfortable letting me know what your weight is now and what you want your weight to be January 1st, let me know. Right? You're also free to set up a consultation, but we're doing these check-in streams right now. I'm more than happy to ask. I think these streams, a lot of the times, what I don't want these streams to become, and I'm going to leave this up here. I should have said this at the very beginning, but I'm going to leave this one up here so that people kind of know and understand what these accountability streams are. But after that, they won't be left up. Okay? So they won't be left up. It's just going to be sort of our little group that's going to be, that's going to kind of just be holding ourselves, accountable for trying to achieve our goals, for our diet, for our exercise, and then that's it. We just have our check-in, and then we go on from there. 137 at 5'4". All right, Cynthia, that's a healthy weight. So I'm guessing, Cynthia, then you're trying to maintain. I never want to assume, because everyone has different goals, and lose maybe like 10 pounds or whatever, but 5'4", 137 is it sounds like you're doing a lot of walking, so good for you. But that's kind of how I want it to be, guys. Check-ins, and then we move on from there. right? But what I don't want these streams to be is just me talking about weight loss, all right? Or me, how do you lose weight, right? I would kind of like to be people coming in with their questions and then answering questions from there, because we could do weight loss discussions on the Coach Nate show, right? We could just do it there, all right? I could just sort of, just kind of answer, talk about weight loss. How do you lose weight? I already did one, how to lose body fat. I could do those topics there. This can be specifically for your program, right? It doesn't get much better than that. So in your specific situation, if you're trying to lose 15 pounds, you want to do it within 3 months, you're this weight, you want to be this weight, what's the best way to do it? So you're trying to maintain, Cynthia. That's kind of what I thought, because you're at a healthy weight there. As I assume, just looking at the height and the weight, there's no visual, but it sounds like a healthy weight. So congratulations to you, Cynthia. But I'm gonna leave this up because I want people to know you can come in, ask your questions, kind of start setting up your own routine, right? And then start. I'll give my input on the routine as well. If there's something, and I'll be honest. If there's something that I don't kind of agree with, or I think might give you better results, I'm gonna let you know. Right? There's a lot of people who will come and message me through email, and unfortunately, at this point in time, I just cannot answer all the emails. That's why we're doing this. All right, I cannot answer all the emails. It would just take me forever. All the comments. There's no way I can answer them all. Again, that's why we're doing these streams. But it'll be, how do I lose 10 pounds in a month? Well, simple, all right? So to lose 10 pounds in a month, all right, you got to burn 35,000 calories, but there's a lot more that goes into it than just numbers, right? What's the diet going to look like on a day-to-day basis? What type of diet are you going to follow? What types of foods are going to be in your diet? Are you going to exercise? How frequent are you going to be exercising? What's the duration? How is your intensity level during your exercise? What type of exercise? All those different things. Again, we want to keep it simple, but those are sort of your basic questions. How often, how long, and what type of exercise are you going to be doing? Those are sort of your basic questions, all right? Are you swimming? Well, how long are you swimming for? And what type of swimming are you doing? Is it going to be front crawl for 30 minutes, or is it going to be just on the back kicking, right? Which is fine too, but you're not going to be burning as many calories, right? So how often are you going to be going swimming? Is it 1 time a week, or is it going to be 5 times a week? That's a big difference in the amount of calories that you're going to be burning. And then you can kind of set it up during, your week. When are you going to go swimming? What time? Is that going to interfere with, your schedule, your family's schedule, friends' schedule, whatever it is? Again, I would try to, as best you can, you have to, and it sounds, family obligations, like if you have kids, it's very, very tough, because of course you have to, if your kids has to be somewhere, or if you have to attend to your children, then of course you're going to attend to your children. But, you got to give yourself time as well. As I always tell people, if you work out for 1 hour a day, you have to find a time where, it's your time, all right? It doesn't even have to be an hour, but an hour is an example, right? That's 4% of your day, right? So you find a time where you can, give yourself 2 to 3% of your day is dedicated to yourself, where you can get a workout in, and then, you're better for it with everyone else. All right, you can give more of yourself to everyone after you just gave yourself some time. But that's going to be the point of these streams, guys. I want to make them fun. I don't want to make them, I don't want them to be boring or, super, super, super serious, where this is the main focus in our life. Like I said, it's part of the journey. There's other things, of course, that are going to be going on in our lives. We have to work. We have family. We have friends. We want to enjoy life as well. We should not feel guilty for doing that. But we want to make sure that we are going on the right path and trying to achieve our goals as best we can. So that's what I want these to be, guys. Come in, ask your questions, allow me to, give my input if I can, if I may, and then we can go from there. But I think I'm going to end it here, guys. I wanted to keep it short. I wanted to keep it quick, just kind of a breakdown on what these streams are going to be. I think, give it some thought. In our next one, like I want to do maybe a bi-weekly stream. Give it some thought what your goals might want to be, what you want your goals to be. If you want to lose weight, if you want to put on muscle, if you want to be healthier, reverse pre-diabetes, type 2 diabetes, whatever it might be, some sort of health condition, right? Think about what your goal is, right? Think about if you want to lose weight, all right? Let me know how much you want to lose, what your program is, what you're thinking is going to give you the best chance, and then we will talk about it on our streams live here. All right? It's almost like you get your own personal coach, and that's what I want the streams to be like. Right? Your own personal trainer, your own nutritionist. So come in and then ask your questions, and then feel free to give me updates on each stream. I would like to have these check-ins. All right? I think that would be great. So does that sound good, guys? Let's do it that way. Let's just keep working towards our goals. Take it one day at a time. Don't stress yourself out. One, not good for our goal, and it's just not healthy in general. We don't want it to be a stressful situation, all right? And cortisol is going to affect your weight loss. So give yourself time. Let me know. Come in, give some updates. And, on our next one, let's try to think of what our goal might be by January 1st. And if we can figure that out, then we can start setting up, start thinking of some program ideas. Make it much easier. So thank you, guys. Thanks for coming in. Everyone, let's keep it going. Like I said, today's October 1st. Our check-in, all right, our mini goal, all right, the last day will be January 1st, all right, the start of 2023. Hard to believe, but, again, let's keep it simple, guys. Let's give ourselves a good solid 3 months to start making some changes, positive changes in our lives, and I know you can all do it. My pleasure, Kathleen. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate the support. Thank you, everyone, for giving a thumbs up. Like I said, I'm going to leave this up here, all right? Usually I won't. I usually won't keep these up, but I want to keep them up so people know what's going on in these streams. So thank you, guys. Come on in next time, all right, on our check-in. Let me know what your goals are, and then we'll start working towards those goals. Let me know what you've been doing to achieve those goals, and we'll continue our discussion from there. So thank you so much for coming in, guys. Let's keep it going. Have a great day. I'll be on tomorrow for our podcast, but this is our own little accountability club here, all right? But the podcast will be going on tomorrow morning as well. So thank you, everyone. Enjoy your Saturday. I will talk to you tomorrow on our show. All right, I got an interesting topic for you guys, and I hope to see you all there. So everyone have a good rest of your day. Stingray, Salam, Kathleen, Cynthia, Gloria, thank you so much. Jermaine, thank you. I hope I'm pronouncing everyone's name right, but thank you, guys. I appreciate you. I know we can do it. We'll all do it together, and it's great to have an accountability group. So thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. I will talk to you next stream for our accountability, and I will talk to you tomorrow for our